Congratulations on the swim. Lee. It was awesome.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
there you go. Tara is waiting. Yeah.
Oh, awesome.
Hey, Tara.
Oh, there you go.
Hello.
Hello.
So, Ashley, that's an 18 here.
I know, right?
Way to go. Way to go. So, like, how did you put this team together, Ashley? Yeah. Let's start there. Yeah.
I mean, luck. This guy came pre-selected. He
Okay.
didn't have a
Way
choice.
to go.
And with Tara, I was looking for a coach last year, and I did a bunch of research. We talked, we connected. It was an amazing connection. I felt like I could trust her with my goals, and then we went from there.
Okay. So Tara, the quick lesson that I've taken is, okay, when you're looking for a partner, look for skills. Shane is an EMS, right?
No. 911 dispatcher.
911. Like, I mean, yeah, with skill. I mean, I think the last time I spoke, you mentioned, okay, you have some kayaking emergency experience. Yeah, way to go. Yeah, Tara, hi. We've never spoken. I know. I don't know if we've met each other any online, or I think only Facebook or social network, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think this is official. Now we've officially met.
We've officially met the badass Tara Norton. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Way to go. Good. So Ashley, this is all about you. Like, okay, I know you've you made a commitment to get into long distance swimming. What was that like? What was that? What was the driver for you to, okay, hey, I want to do a marathon swim?
It's been a really short time that I've been doing endurance sports. I really started about like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
And so I'm kind of late to the game, but I kind of fell in love with it immediately. And I pretty much anything that I've done, I am kind of immediately curious to do, like to double the distance or to do a little more. And that's been the journey. I did a 5K swim, and then I did a 10K, and then I wanted to do 15. So that was this year. The dream and eventuality, bucket list is very long, but that's eventually to get to cross a lake. So but yeah, that's pretty much it. I really, specifically with open water, I think more than anything else, I really love I love the sensation of being at the mercy of nature. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but I feel like with running or biking, which is the other two things that I do, it's I feel like there's more agency, and when I'm in water and the water is moving and the wind is doing whatever it's doing, it feels it's very humbling and it's very exciting to just be in that medium and get to traverse it.
Okay. So what I heard was, okay, you got into this ultra marathon and like, I mean, cycling, running, and swimming. How much pain can I earn? Is that what you were looking for? Hanging out with Tara, I'm sure that's what her message is.
Honestly, I don't know that I would necessarily put it that way. I mean, I don't think I love pain more than anyone else that I know. I am looking for, like, this year has been amazing. Between the training for the 15K and training for 110 run, it's been amazing. I've never been this tired in my life. And it's been a surprise to me. I think what I'm looking for is what my limit is, what I'm capable of, what I can push myself to do. And I really love, I find that in all of the long distance things that I've done, there are the quiet moments where you don't have anything else to do but the thing that you're doing, and it feels like a calm arrives, and then I really love being in that space.
Okay. Why did you select this Glow Shoreline swim?
So as I mentioned, I would love to do a lake crossing eventually, and this seemed to be like lake crossing light, because I get to be in the lake. We get to in a more, I guess, safe way experience like the water temperature and the waves and everything. And I felt like it was a really good way to see what that experience would be like. And I learned quite a bit from it. Like, I know a lot more about how I would need to prepare for something bigger like that.
Awesome. Awesome. And so Tara and Shane, in terms of designing the safety, designing the swim, what were your roles, and like how did you decompose the swim? How did you, like from start line to finish line? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
From a training perspective or from the actual swim?
From the actual swim. I mean, we'll get to the training as well. I mean, I want. I mean, there's two aspects to this conversation. This is a swim that this is of no cost. We want people to take advantage of this particular route. So I'm seeking this conversation to promote. And also, I want people to embrace. I want people to be curious about long distance swimming. I don't want them to break their bank just to do it 15K. But in this whole experience, I want them to own a piece of lake. I want them to be related to the lake. So that's where I'm trying to go. So okay, in terms of, like from a safety perspective, what did you guys consider? Like safety in terms of getting to the starting line and getting to the finish. Like, what was your thought process? Like, what was the logistics like?
Well, definitely Ash did most of the organization for the logistics of it. I volunteered to be the observer, which is ironic because it ended up being in the exact same week that I ended up being crew for Michael, who swam across Lake Ontario. So yeah. I did a lot of Ontario swimming without actually swimming. So I was in kayaks and boats. So Ash really did with Shane organize, and they practiced together in their kayaks from that safety perspective and sighting and feeding. They had that all down and did brilliantly at it. I did learn that next time I would use a kayak with more of a keel, because the one time that I was doing the sighting, like basically the kayak, while Shane had to go for a pee, I realized that it was a little tricky in the waves. So that was a good thing to learn. We did fine. It was perfectly great, but I was a little bit stressed about that. But I think, Ash was definitely, we can talk about the training later, but she was fully prepared. And from a training perspective, it was perfect what she did, which I'm happy to go over, like what I think is important to do. But I think from a safety standpoint, one of the things that's really neat about this swim is you can see the shore the whole time. So, Ash's parents were like, why didn't you have a motorized boat? And we were all very confident in saying, you know what, you're good. We can see the shore. So the kayaks, like it just from it, that was really, really amazing. It was also beautiful. I had never been to Coronation Park, and then, starting from it was beautiful.
Wellington Beach, yeah.
So awesome. I think, it's a great, it is a really good intro to the ultra swimming, and especially because you can do more than that 10K. I feel like it's when you go beyond 10K, that's where you start to push limits a little bit more. And what Ash was saying, for me, when I go like ultra distance stuff, it's not so much the pain, although I enjoy, somehow it's a sick thing of enjoying pain, but it's more like when you get to that point where you actually, for a moment, you think, I'm not sure I can do this. And then you do it. That's what drives me, because that also drives me in my life. When you think you can't do something and you push your limit and then you make it happen, it's really amazing. And I wish everyone could feel that sensation of like, I'm not so sure. Yeah, I did it.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I want. Like, okay, like people who've done like a marathon run or like a 2K, 3K, and Ironman distance. Hey, this is what marathon swimming is, because anything over 10K in swimming world is marathon swimming, right? Yeah. So Shane, I know like Tara mentioned, okay, from logistics perspective, you and Ashley did most of the work. Like, what was it like? Okay, what kind of logistics did you plan? Did everything that you guys had hypothesized? Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
was that what you was it what that you experienced? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of it is like Ashley was saying, was weather dependent, right? It's all good and fine to be good to go, but if the weather's not, then that's going to be a hindrance. Me myself, I am very security minded, and whatever the safety ideas are, I want to be ahead of it, kind of thing. So I know for myself, I had a lot of concerns about how are we going to keep Ashley safe? How are we going to, make sure she gets finished? What do we do if something goes wrong? And so, of course, I had all those thoughts in my mind. But much like Tara was saying, it's so nice to be so close to the shore, because even if something were to go wrong, we're pretty darn close,
Okay.
And I mean, and then the comment about the motorboat as well is, I mean, it's so shallow in some spots. I was more concerned about taking her out a little bit more to get away from the shallow spots. But no, I mean, as far as safety concerns went, obviously training is a huge part of it, and Ash was more than well prepared. We had gone out multiple times in the kayak with her, so we knew. We kind of had that muscle memory, and we understood what each other needed as far as sighting and what to look for in her and that sort of thing. We had been in the lake a few times to acclimatize to the water temp and that sort of thing. So, she knows what to expect, and hopefully, the water temp isn't going to be a shock factor or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
everything.
And Shane was amazing. And it was very clear, even the one time that I sort of took over for a moment or two, it was like, I knew exactly where my boat needed to be to make Ash happy. And, those small things are the things that make the whole thing successful. Because Ash, she's tough as anything. There was going to be, it would have to be a lot for her not to finish it.
Yes.
But because of like Shane's line and like all of us, even just the three of us working so well together, it was an amazing experience. And it just allowed Ash to do her thing, which is what she wanted and what she had trained for. And so it was an amazing experience. Yeah.
Like, honestly, everything went off. I don't think there was a single hitch the entire day. Thinking back, like it kind of just went.
It was lovely. It really was a fantastic experience.
Awesome.
Ash only said "ouch" once. And there were a few white caps. Like it was definitely
that's what open water swimming is. Yeah. No, I want people to experience open water swimming. It's not always glass, right? I mean, yeah, you need to. At times, there's a bit of turbulence, and how do you deal with it, right? Yeah. And I'm trying to structure this conversation. Okay, bear with me. I have a lot of questions, but we don't want to boil the ocean here. So two kayaks is something that you think is optimal. Yeah, and I kind of feel the same. Sometimes, we make things so complicated. Bringing a Zodiac, a motorized boat, would be an overhead as well. Oh, yeah. Right, in terms of so I agree with you guys. Two kayaks was optimal. How did you guys manage feed? What was your feeding like? What was your delivery mechanism, and what was your feed, Ashley? Yeah, nutrition during the swim. Yeah.
So I had like while we trained, we had practiced feeding every hour, which seemed to be optimal for me. I think while I was swimming, one time I asked for food, like what was it, like 2 minutes early, something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
every time you were getting hungry was within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of
so I
when feeding
would,
time was
I
anyway.
would like while I was breathing, I would say food, and then he'd let me know if we were within time. But it worked out very well within that 1 hour. My fuel, very Canadian, was maple syrup, so that's what I was fueling with. And then I had, we also had some electrolyte to like wash it down with, so that was there. In the last 5K, I switched to caffeinated gel, just to kind of smooth out that the last bit, because the current had picked up a bit. But yeah, in terms of,
there was the soup we never got to.
yes, we did take soup with us just in case it felt cold and I needed to kind of like have that at least illusion of warmth, but we never needed it. We got very lucky. I think around, I'm not sure how far it was, but I think about maybe it was after 10K, the water, like it felt like there was some upwelling. The temperature dropped a little. But yeah, at no point, because we also kept the feeds really short, because I didn't want to like tread and waste energy either. So it was very well oiled. We had the salmon kind of gel like squeezed bottles. That was what the feed was in. Shane would just pass it to me. I would grab it from him. The water bottle was on a line.
Yeah,
right?
I'd throw the water bottle at her in the water, and then she
Yeah.
was done. It's kind of like reeling it back in.
Yeah. And yeah, that was it. It went very well.
Awesome. Yeah. Tara, you have anything to add?
Yeah, I think that the soup, despite not needing it, was brilliant. And I gave Michael soup on the lake crossing. So there's something about soup. It's same within Ironman. People use soup towards the end of their Ironman. Ash didn't need it because she's amazing and the temperature was great, but it was a really smart thing to have as an option. And I feel like many things, if you have the option and then you don't need it, that's the best scenario. So yeah, I think if Ash were to go longer than 15K, I would encourage feeding a little more frequently. But she had trained this way and it was perfect on the day for her. Some people would want more frequent, and for Ash it was perfect. Yeah.
For me it's 30 minutes, every 30 minutes. So
Michael did every 30 minutes, and when I did my 10K, seems like nothing compared to all you people, I also did every 30 minutes. But Ash was brilliant with her every hour, and her stroke rate never changed. It was great. She was fully fueled.
Hey, Tara just said, okay, she's done her 10K. I mean, she's done like some cool things. Tara, why not the Glow Shoreline swim this summer?
So the truth is, I cannot tolerate cold water.
What was the temperature, Ashley?
It was fun. It was
because I was taking the temperature every 30 minutes. It was literally 22 to 24. It was like, for a normal person, it was great. And same with Michael. Michael going all the way across Lake Ontario was like 24. I think it dipped down maybe to 21, 22. But this was, the week before it had been, we were concerned. It was 12 degrees. Yeah, it's just wild. So the temperature ended up being great. I have done an Ironman swim in Arizona in 15 degrees in a wetsuit and got full-blown hypothermia. So I don't tolerate cold water. I would love to do it, but I'd have to do it in a wetsuit or I would die.
We'll make it easy for Tara. Okay, Tara is a badass, so we'll make it easy for her. Tara, you're welcome to use a wetsuit. We'll still put your name on the flag, okay? In parenthesis, okay, badass with a wetsuit.
Awesome.
Okay?
That's great.
Okay, so that's awesome. Yeah, so nutrition was maple syrup and some water, and backup was soup.
Electrolytes. Yeah.
Electrolyte. Oh, you also had electrolytes, which is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
fantastic. Yeah. So Shoreline, you were able, like, I mean, have you, like, did you guys have any plans of, okay, if we had to exit, what was the exit plan like? I mean, what had you guys thought about?
It wasn't part of the plan.
I left it to him. He had a plan. I did not want to know about the plan, but he had the plan.
For whatever reason, we do better in emergency situations if I just give her direct instructions, kind of thing. Like, do you mean literally what to do if she needed to get out of the water? What we were gonna do?
Yeah.
It was going to be like, I'm certified in like level 1 sea kayak kind of thing. So I was just going to throw on the front of the boat and paddle to shore. And I actually had an SOS box, like a Zoleo on me.
Way to go. Yeah.
If we needed help, we were going to have it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had no concerns about if we needed to get her out of the water.
And we had like inflatables, and like if I needed to grab onto something, there was a lot of stuff on there.
Way to go. No, the reason I'm asking these questions is like, I mean, yeah, what's like an optimal safety equipment or that you propose, or you would like normalize it in a shoreline swim like this? Yeah.
Well, I mean, because like Tara was saying, I think at the very minimum, having a sea kayak, like with a proper hull and that kind of stuff, just to be able to control, like when it does get wavy. Again, we were really lucky because for the first bit, it was very light. However, with the first responder background, I know that I can't help anybody if I'm not safe first. So the first lot of stuff that we had is my safety stuff. So I've got all the stuff I need if I, tip and need to get back in, that sort of thing. If you're looking for actual equipment, like I have my paddle float and, I've got, bailers and all that kind of stuff. We've got our emergency gear that you're required to have anyway when you're on the lake.
Yeah.
PDFs.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that, from a safety standpoint, certainly we would have been, I know Shane would have as well. We didn't talk about this specifically, but looking for signs, of shivering, that we would have caught it, I'm certain, before it became more serious, and we would have exited if need be. Yeah.
Way to go. Awesome. Yeah. So equipment wise, I think, oh, by the way, yeah, like how did you document this swim? Like, yeah, did you guys submit it to MSF? You did? Awesome. Yeah. Like, how were you? Yeah. Did you guys collect any media, like any videos or pictures through the swim?
Oh yes. God. Tara took some amazing photos and videos. I obviously, the only thing I saw was the bottom of the lake and the side of the kayak. So I had no idea what was going on. But afterwards, when I saw the videos that you had taken, it was so amazing. It was like, I relived the whole thing except extra good. It was so lovely. But yeah, they took a lot.
Way to go. Tara, you're welcome to send it to me. I am actually, I need to speak to Evan Morrison one of these days. We were supposed to do something similar, and he got busy. He has 2 little kids, and my weekends have been busy with summer, right? Yeah.
Sure, you okay if I send him videos?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. Okay. No. Okay.
But it was actually kind of neat because I got a video because people were cheering. There were kids on the side, and there was this woman on the bridge. So Ash didn't even know how many cheers she had along the way, which was actually also made it kind of extra special. And so I got a video certainly of the woman up on the bridge. And beautiful. I think, Shane had told Ash about it, and then there was actual coverage of it, which was kind of cool. Yeah.
I could not believe you had actually captured that, and you can hear the conversation. It was so
awesome.
You had a few people cheering for you. Yeah. Even when we got out of the water too, there was a couple people who were like, "What's going on? How far did she just swim?" One guy was like,
Nice. But I believe you guys did not see the plaque.
No, and we
Okay.
were like, once we got out with everything that was going on.
Is it at the finish there?
It's at the finish, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and look at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were
We should
very
probably-
distracted.
It would have made a lot more sense to go take a picture beside him, right?
But yeah.
I mean, the plaque is really cool because, you know, it's something that, like, Ash, you could have done this in the quarry, but you're like, no, I want to do Lake Ontario and I want my name on the plaque. And it's, I think it's a good motivator. I think it's also, it's good recognition of what people have done. I think it's amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, the way the plaque is designed is okay. It's such that okay that you have established a relationship with the lake, right? That's the whole point of this. Okay, it's not like a bucket list. Okay, I've done this, but like you, by being associated with the swim, you're also giving a voice to the lake. That's the bigger picture. Okay, more people embrace this, more people do this, is good for everybody. Yeah. So Tara, I live very close to Coronation Park. You're welcome. I mean, my swimming days have scaled down significantly, and but I'll take you to the lake, and you guys are all welcome. I mean, I try to. I love going to the lake at sunrise. I know
Yeah,
you guys
it's
are
amazing.
very, yeah, you guys are very far. Yeah, but let's plan a swim, and like Ashley, send me your name and the time.
Will do.
And I believe you are Canadian.
I am Canadian and Iranian.
Yeah, okay. I'm happy to, if you're okay with it, I can add you as Ashley Amini, Canadian/Iranian with your time. Okay, send me that
Absolutely.
information.
I'll send you all the information.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll get that stickers printed. We'll put the stickers, and we'll have a picture. We'll go for a swim, and we'll have a beer if you guys drink beer.
Oh yeah.
That's-
I'm a very good carbo loader with beer.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
think Shane and I were the ones that were going to drink the champagne, not Ashley.
I know, it's true.
I cannot do alcohol. I am a lightweight.
Shane and I've got you covered.
Yeah, you guys take over.
Yep.
One thing that I wanted to add with what you were saying about that relationship with the lake, one of the things that happened to me a lot was while I was training in the lake, the number of people that were like, "Oh, is it safe to swim in the lake?" And that was an interesting conversation starter. And also just being in the lake and experiencing it. Because I mean, before I planned this, I also had my apprehensions of like what the lake would be like. But we were chatting even in the like training swims that I did. The water itself, like it's being monitored, so on and so forth. It's safe, and also I love the fact that like while there was some like trash on the bottom, it was actually very clean comparatively. So yeah, so as far as that relationship goes, I feel like I did build a relationship with the lake as well. So
yeah. And like the trash that's in the lake we are responsible for it, right? Yeah. So yeah, we have to, yeah. And in fact, I think the conversation that you mentioned when people say, "Hey, is it okay to swim in the lake?" I mean, my question is, okay, hey, if you are bold enough to have food in a food court, that's my challenge. Yeah, like think about like what happens in a food court, right? Yeah.
ice cream truck.
Yeah. So this is awesome. Yeah, I don't want to blow this interview into a super long conversation, but this is amazing. Thanks for doing the swim. And Tara, I'm only looking forward for your swim, which would be amazing. I know you have.
I'll make sure I get Shane in a kayak next to me because that was amazing line.
Another kayak guy.
Yes.
And another thing that I want to, Shane, maybe you can help us design, like formalize a simple kayak equipment.
Liz?
Like,
Like
okay, hey, this is a model, right? I want people, like, we don't want to make this too complicated, too expensive for people. I want people to experience this. A marathon swim in Lake Ontario in one of the Great Lakes, right? Like people who do Ironman distance, people who are curious about. I did a race called Marathon des Sables, and I'm sure some of you know this. So I met people where they were from couch to 250 kilometers in Sahara Desert. They said, I was just curious, but they had to break a bank to do that. Yeah, of course. In this particular case, hey, try this. Yeah. So that's my only. That's it. We don't want to make this too complicated. Simple logistics, safe, and.
The other thing that I think is important from a safety perspective is making sure that the person is trained adequately.
Yes.
Because obviously when you get into that, that body of water, if you are not strong enough, that is pretty scary, actually, because it's pretty powerful. And what we had Ash do, and of course she couldn't swim right away, and then the open she had to start in, I think it was April, Ash, because of certain reasons, and then the open water didn't start until June. And so we really did Ash did great at ramping up slowly at the beginning, but then I think it's really important. This is my own coaching thing, but you don't need to do 15K beforehand, but you need to do at least 15K throughout the week.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks of that. Ash got up to 20K along with running, which is also good for cross training and aerobic base. And so I think that's just something to, you wouldn't want someone to think, anyone can do 15K. Ash put in a lot of effort, open water.
Yeah, exactly.
And she was ready. Yeah.
And the fact that it's bare too, like you don't have the wetsuit and all that kind of stuff. It's or anything, you know what I mean? Like that's a big difference too, I think.
Yeah, I made a point of doing a couple of swims without my safety buoy as well, just to get a sense of what it's going to be like without anything. And I think also from a swimmer's perspective, being able to, if you are in that water enough, you know when to call it when it's not feeling safe. Which, if you just get enough water without that, you may go I'm going to tough it out, and then that would not be the best.
Yeah, and to stay calm like you did, Ash, in the waves, where it can be exhausting mentally and physically. And so you just have to keep swimming. This is just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Because it isn't, at the beginning, it was like glass. And I was like, wow, if it's going to be like this the whole time, this is going to be a dream. And it's not. I think the chances of it being like that are, we had great conditions, but Ash definitely had a few whitecaps and some waves that if she hadn't been prepared, and you could get rattled by that if you haven't trained in the lake. So I think that's also important. Yeah.
So
just for success for people.
Absolutely. And my mantra is make training harder than the event that you are planning to swim, right? So that every whitecap that you have, you will encounter during the swim, you've already experienced that in your training. Yeah. And like the way Tara explained this, actually, I kind of see that, hey, Tara's starting a camp. Hey, here is a package for 15K swim. Awesome. Yeah. And I'm going to stop recording. And this is fantastic. Congratulations. We'll continue the conversation a little bit. And I know it's Tara has just finished her training. And congratulations, Ashley. Send me your name, country, and the time, and then I'll print the stickers out, and then we'll do a celebratory sunrise swim if you are if you're okay with it, or any other time. Okay. Awesome.
Sounds
Congratulations
great.
again.
Awesome.
Yeah. Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay.